Hey guys, I'm super excited to have a conversation with you about vision. I think anything that you want to do in life, it has to have a vision. Whether you're talking about a marriage, whether you're talking about a new business idea, a future church, a social media platform, whatever it is, you need to have vision. So there's a lot of things about vision, but I think the three things that every vision needs to have is logos, pathos, and ethos. And I'm sure you've heard that in some other types of workplaces or maybe even in school. But just to walk through these three really quick. Logos, you need to have exactly what you think it does. So having an emotional argument is great, but unless that emotion is built on sound logic, it will crumble in a heartbeat. So you gotta have logos, you gotta have clear logic, like logically, what am I doing? What am I asking somebody to do? This could look like practically, if you're planting a church, practically, you need to say, hey, I am planting a church in blank city. Or hey, I'm starting a new platform, you should be a part of it. So you're being very logical, and any type of personality will understand that you need to be very clear to the point with logos. Number two, pathos. Appeal to somebody's emotions through argument that is founded in emotional response. That's very wordy. I'll explain it really quick. Appeal to someone's emotions through argument that is founded in emotional response. So when you're appealing to somebody's emotions, and obviously the last one, ethos, that's more just clear-cut ethics, but we gotta appeal to somebody's emotions. You gotta hit their heart. You gotta hit that thing inside of them that says, I feel like I'm supposed to do this. You think about a business. Maybe the business plan you have, you haven't figured out the big why yet. Probably not the time to show somebody and ask them to be a part of your vision, because pathos, like I said, you're kind of striking the emotions, but through argument, not like yelling at somebody, obviously, but practically making sure that they understand that you are actually being the solution to something. So the first one we had, logos, you're just clear-cut logic. Like logically, this is what we're doing. Here's the math, 1 + 1 = 2. This is what we're doing. You have pathos, which is striking emotions. You need to be a person who can strike emotions with people and get an emotional response. And I don't mean just crying. I mean, when you explain, like here's an example, that dog commercial that we all have seen on TV with that singer, I forgot her name, but it's like in the arms of the angel, the dogs are crying, and for $5 a month, you can help save that dog's life. I'm in. I want to save that dog. So they're striking an emotion and being very straightforward of like, hey, you're feeling this because you're supposed to be a solution to it. So think about that when you're starting a business, a church, a group, a friendship, whatever it is, you're striking through emotional response. But you also need to process out with yourself. You need to sit down and ask yourself, does this actually strike something in me? Is this what, like Christians or any type of religion, they would call that conviction. Do you have conviction for what you're saying? Because I'll tell you this, any Gen Z or millennial person knows very clear if you have conviction or not in this. They have a very high meter of understanding, maybe you're being real or fake, and you need to process that and understand you're striking emotions for a reason. It's not to just manipulate somebody, but truly to be the solution of the thing you feel like your vision has. The third one, I said it earlier, but ethos. So ethics of an argument is usually founded in personal credibility in the person, AKA, can they trust you? Are you ethical? Are you a person of integrity? And is this not just your first day on the job? You're walking in, giving people this grand 100-year vision, of where United States of America is going to be. But you have to have consistency and integrity and honesty, and none of that happens without faithfulness and discipline. I would never follow somebody who didn't have discipline in their life. And I don't mean those cheesy motivational videos on YouTube that you see about waking up at 4 a.m. every single day. What I mean is having a personality of discipline, and that's might not honestly be your personality, but guess what? That's your job to place discipline in your life, and not just with your schedule, with your health, with your sleep routines. All that has to do with you actually fulfilling the vision of your life, because nobody wants to be a part of a vision that will strike down in 2 years because the person that is asking them to follow them has no discipline or really no ethics in their life. And it's so much bigger than just your personality or who you are. You're building a vision, you're building something with other people, and they need to understand that you are an ethical person that they can honestly trust. So, does the person have credibility, or do you have credibility? If you don't have credibility, guess what? It's super easy. All you have to do is just do something consistently and faithfully, even when nobody is watching. And the last thing that I want to say, if you are a true visionary, you need to be a person who knows how to anticipate trends in whatever niche you are in, whether that's marketing, whether that's the Christian space, whether that's music, whatever it is. You need to understand that there's trends in every single world. And you need to understand that not just those three things, ethos, pathos, and logos, but truly the trends of where things are going. Thinking about 5 to 8 years in advance, where is the person going to be that I'm trying to solve a problem for? Because no matter what world you're in, you are in the business of solving problems. If you are a pastor, you are solving people's problems. Their marriage is struggling, their kids don't want to go to church, their kids are failing in school. Where you're a rapper, you need to understand that you are actually solving somebody's problems. Maybe they're stressed out and they need to listen to music. Whatever it is, you have to understand the trends of your specific market. So ask yourself this last question: what does the future need? If you are a visionary, if you are a leader, you need to understand that that is exactly what you are doing. You are asking yourself, what does the future need, and how can I bring a solution to that practically? So get a pen and paper out, sit and think about, what has been my journey on this earth, and why do I want to take whatever your vision is, whatever that thing is in your heart, that burden, and how can I activate that? Well, guess what? It's super practical. You need to write it down. You need to think about it. You need to talk to your spouse if you're married. And you need to start going through these three states that I just said: ethos, pathos, and logos. And at the very end, ask yourself, do I want to do this for the long haul? And if you don't want to do it for the long haul, you need to understand how to not just scale, but know how to build people around you. And if you're a visionary, I would assume you are a leader, and leaders know how to build people around them. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope this short video was encouraging to you. These are things that I have to go through every single day, whether it's a side hustle, whether it's something in our church, whether that's something that my wife and I are doing for businesses, whatever it is. There's always things that we need to have vision for, and we also need to share it with others. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It means the world to me. Thank you so much.